Alright, how's it going, everyone? So round one is over, and the tipping I did for that, much like probably everyone else around the country, was terrible. I don't think anyone around, not even the country, the world, I don't think anyone got everything right because, my God, what a surprise. Let's get into round two, and round two cracks off, cracks off, is that the right? Cracks off? Begins? Anyway, it starts with a very difficult game to tip because actually currently I think it's pretty even on the odds front. So that is Thursday night, Richmond versus Collingwood. Actually today, I'm recording this Thursday morning because I forgot to do it. I didn't forget, I did the same thing last week. Anyway, so Richmond versus Collingwood. This is really tough. This is really tough. My gut is saying, this is the hardest game ever to predict because Richmond, I would have said yes a week ago. Or, a week ago, I would have said yes, Richmond. And then even like a few days ago, I would have said, yeah, probably. But now, Rance has gone out and Hooley's gone out. So I'm not really too sure, but I'm going to stick with that feeling because I'm pretty sure, in terms of the whole side in general, I'm pretty sure Richmond can and should be able to win this. But the lack of Rance, that might shake up the team for a bit. So Collingwood could win. It could go either way, but I'm just gonna go for the team I support most. So I'm gonna just go for Richmond. Hate me, whatever. It's really hard to predict. I'm going to just lean towards Richmond because it really could go either way. So Richmond are going to win this. I really hope so. Next up on Friday, it's the two teams that people were predicting to win in round one, and that is Sydney hosting the Crows. I really hope, I was expecting the Crows to win last week as probably a lot of people were, but they didn't get the job done. Hawthorn again beat them at their own turf. That seems to be happening quite a lot. But in this game, I'm going to lean towards the Crows because I do think they are a bit of a better side, and that loss last week should maybe click some gears into place or whatever. And also apparently, like, Sydney don't have a good record at their home. I haven't really noticed that, but going along that trend, I'm going to probably tip the Crows to win this. I hope the Crows win it. I want to see the Crows up there again this year. First game up on Saturday is the Bombers versus St Kilda. This will be interesting to see if Essendon can make a change because of their completely terrible performance against the Giants. I reckon the Bombers should win. They need to win this. The Bombers need to win this. If Essendon don't win this, that will send huge alarms, I feel, through, maybe not their team, but through supporters and through just the media. So I think they've got the talent. They've got, on paper, they've got the talent to beat St Kilda. They had the talent to beat the Giants, but the Giants were really good that day, so it could have gone either way. But Essendon need to win this game. If they don't win this game, that's just gonna throw everyone out of them. Like, everyone's just going to go crazy. What the hell is going on? What's wrong with that team? So I think Essendon are going to win that. I really hope they win that. So yeah, my tip for that game is Essendon. And then we got Port versus Carlton. I'm pretty sure Port are going to win this. Port should win this. Although Carlton, I do believe Carlton will win more games this year. Sort of anywhere between maybe 4 and 6, maybe. But I don't think this is one of the games that they could win, but I don't know, Port were just pretty good against Melbourne, and I feel like they'll come out maybe even a bit stronger because it's a home game, so tipping Port for this game. Oh, okay, here we go. Here is the game. Here is the second game that I'm really looking forward to. I'm really looking forward to this one. Cats hosting Melbourne. This is good. This is going to be good. In a way, I reckon this might be better than Richmond Collingwood. This is going to be good because the Cats, if the Cats win this, they're going to be able to pride. Well, Cats fans are going to be able to like pride themselves in that. But we got a chance here. We just beat Melbourne, but Melbourne should learn from last week. I mean, you say that. Everyone always says this, like a team should learn from a loss. But like, I don't know, Cats at home, Geelong might win this, Melbourne might win this. Either one's going to win it. This is a game that I don't know how to tip it. I want to tip Melbourne, but I feel like my gut is just going to say that the Cats are going to win it. But same with a few games, I won't be surprised if Melbourne win it. So I'm going to tip the Cats, although could go Melbourne. But I'm tipping the Cats. Jesus Christ. Cats to win by 8 points. And then we've got the Eagles hosting the Giants. This is going to be a good game, I hope. But I'm going to pretty comfortably say the Eagles are going to win this because they're back at home. They're going to want to prove themselves after versing the Lions. So I'm going to hope that the Eagles come out strong in the home ground and beat the Giants. So I'm going to tip the Eagles for 23 points. And then we head over to Sunday, and where we begin with North Melbourne versus Brisbane Lions. This will be interesting because the North are going to want to respond to that, not so great performance last week, and Brisbane are going to want to keep their momentum sort of going. I had momentum through JLT, and then I had momentum versus the Eagles. That's going to cause a huge boost for them. So I'm going to probably tip Brisbane. Not so much thoughts going into this, mainly just because I want to see Brisbane win it. So my gut is just saying go for Brisbane. So I'm just going to tip Brisbane, although North very well could easily respond to this game. But I want to see Brisbane win it, and I feel like they could if they played how they did last week. If they play like again, they should be able to win this. Although the only thing is it's not at home, and I feel like their success is really going to be at the Gabba because for Brisbane, I feel for Brisbane to be pretty successful, they need to turn the Gabba into like a fortress sort of thing. The same thing that West Coast did last year. Brisbane need to do that. They need to be able to scare teams coming to the Gabba, which I don't really think they've done. Anyway, so I'm going to tip Brisbane for that game by 15. Hawks versus the Bulldogs. So this is going to be a good game. I think I can comfortably say the Hawks, although the Bulldogs were a bit of a surprise last week. I mean, I'll give them that. But I think the Hawthorn, up there a little bit more. Yeah, I don't really know what to say about this game. I want to see Hawks win, and I think they will. Pretty confident in their system, their players and everything. Bulldogs could keep it close though. The Bulldogs could keep it close. They could keep the pressure on the ball, like they did with Sydney. So I reckon that could be a bit of a shootout for most of the game. But ultimately, I think it's going to see Hawthorn win it by the time the final siren comes. So final prediction: Hawks to win by I'm going to say 32. I think it's going to be maybe. Or was that a bit high? No, Hawks by 32. Let's see what happens. Suns versus Dockers. Now, I saw someone who tipped the Suns to win this game. That's a bit of a surprise. It is going against Fremantle, and they showed a very good performance last week. But, so did the Suns in a way. But I'm just going to tip the Dockers. I'm going to tip Fremantle. If they don't win that game, that'll probably send a little bit of question marks. Ooh. I'm going to tip Fremantle by, I'm going to tip this one by 36 points. Fremantle to win by 36 points. Let's see if that happens. Alright, so I'm just going to sort of quickly go through, because I didn't give my tipping range margin on the first few games, so I'm just going to quickly go through and give my margins on those. So Richmond versus Collingwood, I reckon Richmond are going to win that by 4 points. It's going to be a very close game. Richmond to win by 4. Sydney versus Crows. I reckon the Crows will win by 12. Crows to win by 12 points. Essendon versus St Kilda. Essendon to win by 22. Port versus Carlton. Port to win by 20. 20 on the dot. Nice round number. Alright, thank you very much for watching this video. If you agreed with my tips, if you disagreed with my tipping, let me know down below. Leave a like if you enjoyed this, dislike if you didn't, subscribe. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Let me know your predictions down below if you want. I'd love to see what other people predict for these rounds. So yeah, thank you very much for watching this video. and I'll catch you all in the next one, whatever I decide to make next. So, see you later everyone. Bye.